Next game, New York Jets versus, yes, I do have a biased opinion when picking against these, I have to admit. Formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, now the LA Chargers. Before we get started, what's with Herbert's hair?
I think he went back to his high school barber.
I think it's part of the reason they're sitting at an ugly 2-7. The Herbert Keenan Allen stack might be a good pickup this week. It's never bad to keep an eye on Keenan Allen, of course. Herbert's sitting at 68 and 85. Allen, always upper wide receiver. He's sitting at 74, 8K, always a higher end tier. Now, the Chargers have been a laughing stock of the NFL for a long time, but this week, I'm feeling there's something Anthony Lynn might want to prove, you know? He's going to have to stick it to the Jets this week, you know? He's going to really, in my opinion, just keep sticking it to him, scoring, because if you lose to the Jets, that's when the questions start to arise of, is Anthony Lynn a right fit for the job? Get me?
I'm going LA all the way. And I look at it like this, you know, even though they had a really bad season, if you remember back early in the season when they played the Chiefs, they gave them a run. Took them all the way to the last minute of the game. And They showed me that the team has all the right pieces. They're a solid team. It probably need a year or two to develop. They definitely got to work on this quarterback. But I think in a game like this, you know, they really can't lose for management reasons. But I think it's a great opportunity to really pull off stops because it's not like they're holding something back for the playoffs. So I think they should go out there. They should really beat up on these Jets. I think I'm definitely picking them to win. And, you know, I think this actually might be a pretty exciting game if you're looking for a game that means nothing. Just want to watch some good television. This is actually a good game to watch.
Quick throwaway.
I think that the talent on LA is just superior to the Jets, so I think that you got to go with them. But I wouldn't take any of these players unless you just wanted to make some real wacky lineup and just, you know, assuming like Herbert would go off. But I don't know.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even put that good assumption on Herbert. They're gonna stick probably more to the running game. And if they do, they're gonna obviously try to hit Keenan Allen, and he's way too expensive. He's way too expensive to get out there.
I'm not saying that Herbert isn't gonna go up. They made Keenan Allen expensive because they think they're gonna go to him. So that's why I think if you're gonna make, like I said, a couple extra lineups, and you wanted to put him in for the price, it is possible because you got to think in your head that why is Keenan Allen so expensive? So if you want to use the psychology that if they made Keenan Allen so expensive, they actually think he's going to get work, well, you don't want to pay that price, but you can get the same value in the quarterback, but then you want to go, hey, this is a rookie quarterback that hasn't really done much. But I said, if you're making a lot of lineups, I would definitely put him in one of those wild lineups.
Yeah, not to backtrack too much, but I would honestly even pick up a Higgins before Keenan Allen this week, guys. So
yes, 100%.
And so, but this is the line. Just real quick though, the line is pretty hefty. We have a 8.5 -8.5 though on the Chargers. Do you think they cover that?
Yeah.
That's a big 8.5.
I'll tell you right now, don't bet it. I would, you know, here I try to, you know, try these picks. We work hard to make sure that you're going to win money. This is not what you really want to take. This is not solid.
I wouldn't we wouldn't recommend parlaying this one for sure.
Yeah. I do think they're going to get it, but I don't want you to bet it because I'm not trying to make anyone lose money. I'm trying to give you guys some sound stuff. There's a lot of psychology and a lot of numbers and analytics and everything go into the stuff that we give you. So that's why when we come up with it and say, hey, put this guy in a couple lineups, because we don't want you to pick all the best players and all the best. Because if you do that, you're going to have the same lineup as everybody else. And obviously, those people are all losing. The Mets will lose. we're giving you the psychologies on value. We're showing you what players to pick in value situations. So on this one, I wouldn't bet this game. Personally, I think they're going to do it, but it's a lot of points in the situation.
Damon, you couldn't have put it any better. We're just here to try and give you the best bang for your buck. We're not trying to rip anybody off or anything like that. We're here. We love football just as much as any other fan or bettor does. So we're here to help you guys, and best believe we're putting our money on these. We're putting our money where our mouth is. So that's right. If we put it out there, we're betting it, and we're hope we're winning with you guys. So we got two more here, Dame. We're gonna have to go. Let's dig into